Good morning, everyone. I am Shruthi, a BA second year. Today, I am going to present on a topic sex and gender difference based on the idea of Simone de Beauvoir. In everyday life, we often use the word sex and gender as if they mean the same thing, but actually, they are very different. Understanding this difference is very important because it's help to understand why inequality exists in a society and especially between men and women. Information about Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir was one of the most important feminist philosophers of the 20th century. She is known for her work, existentialism, and feminist theory. She studied philosophy and became a major intellectual figure in France, and her ideas mainly focus on freedom, equality, women's oppression, social construction of gender. What is sex? Sex refers to the biological and natural difference between male and female. It's something we are born with. For example, chromosome X and X for females, X and Y for males, reproductive organs, hormone difference. These are the scientific physical characteristics. So, sex is not created by the society, it's determined by the nature. Being male or female is based on the biological, not social rules. Now let us move to the gender where is very different. Gender refers to the role, behavior and expectation that society gives to the people. It's not nature, it's created by the society. For example, men are expected to strong and independent. Women are expected to the caring and emotional. These ideas are not biological fact; they are a social beliefs. A girl not born knowing she must behave as softly. She learns from the family and schools and society. So gender is a social and cultural. If a boy cries, people say boy should not cry. This is a gender expectation, not a biological. Beauvair's idea. Simone de Beauvoir explains this idea very clearly in her famous book, Second Sex. She says, one is not born, but rather become a woman. This means person is born with a biological sex, but society teaches them how to behave a woman or a man. The biological difference never define what women should do. The society and cultural norms build the what women should do or men should do. So gender identity is not natural. It's constructed over the time. Society slowly shapes our thinking and behavior and identity. Concept of other. Another important idea given by Beauvoir is the concept of other. According to her, the men sees as a subject, the standard and norm. Woman and sees the other, secondary and dependent. This creates inequality. The society always says the men default human. Women were are treated like a slave for dependent on women. For example, men are often seen as a leader. Women are expected to support. So women are not seen as an independent individual but as a secondary to men. This is the one of the main reason for gender inequality. Role of society in gender. Bouvet says society plays a major role creating the gender difference. Different instruction influence us. First, family. From childhood, boys and girls are treated very differently. Example, toys, clothes, behavior expectations is different. Girl child told to help mother in a kitchen. Boy child given more freedom outside. Education. Education. School may encourage different roles for the boys and girls. Example, teachers may say, Boys are better in maths, girls are better in arts. Religion and traditions. Some traditions place men above a woman. People's example, some tradition expect women to stay at home, obey male authority. Media. Movies and social media shows the stereotypes on men and women. Movie shows hero are very strong and powerful. Women are emotional and dependent. All this together teaches us a woman behave based on the gender. Importance of freedom. Bouvet believes that freedom is essential for equality. What is freedom? Ability to make choices, ability to live independently, ability to define one's identity, cultural identity. The problem is women are often restricted by the social norms and cultural dependence, cultural expectations. Unequal treatment based on a gender, limited opportunities for women, social, economic, and political disadvantages. Bouvet says inequality is not the natural but created by the society. So solution is education and employment, financial independence is women become independent and gain freedom and equality. Freedom is necessary for the equality. So, to conclude, sex is biological, gender is social creator. Gender is gender inequality does not come from the nature but from the society. So, to achieve the equality, we must change the social attitudes and give equal freedom to everyone. At last, from my perspective, showing kindness and care does not mean the women are inferior. It actually shows our humanity. Women should not be forced to live based on the society's expectation. They should be allowed to live on their own terms and freedoms and dignity. Thank you, everyone.